We're talking about the match on Wednesday against AmaZulu at FNB Stadium at 7:30. You've been playing games back to back, but yourself, we've seen you coming through in the last couple of games and giving a stellar performance on Saturday. Just give us the sense, practicality of the state of Dillan. Where have you been? How has it been going? And leading to Saturday having a go at the Thabiso.
Good morning, members of the media.
Raise your voice a bit.
Good morning, members of the media. Looking forward to Wednesday's game against AmaZulu. I mean, it's not going to be an easy game. They've also had a good start to the season. So for us, it's just about focusing on what we can do on Wednesday and how we can capitalize on their weaknesses. And this couple of months was really tough for myself, but really good for the team. So that's what comes first. Is the team comes first. Obviously really sad that Thabiso had to go out for his injury, but because he was doing really well, and as players, sometimes you have to understand that when players are doing well, there's nothing more you can do than work hard and show support, and at the time he was doing really well. So now it's coming into Saturday's game for myself was just about obviously trying to keep that momentum going as a team. Sometimes we can, in the last couple of seasons, we can win a few games and then it just dies. So we didn't want that to happen. We just want to keep that momentum going and obviously try and be more consistent.
So you come in after those difficulties of the past month. You give a stellar performance, a man of the match, a kind of contender. How do you keep yourself up when you are on the sidelines waiting for your chance?
Obviously, just trying to stay in a good mental state, because that's really important for myself. Is just keeping myself in a good mental state, and then obviously just working on things that you feel you can work on. Because obviously for myself, it's always good to speak to the coaches to find out where I can improve and work on those things. And just obviously trying to keep yourself physically good, so that when your opportunity comes, you have to be ready, because in these times, you have to keep believing that your opportunity will come, and you just have to stay there. You have to stay there mentally and just be ready for that opportunity.
We'll take about 3 questions, big questions. Let's start with the first hand. Stop laughing at the
Dillan, you're a coach at Youth Africa. You've mentioned the time that you spent on the sidelines. You were in for, I think you were on the bench for the last league game, and then you're back in contention now. During the time that you were on the sidelines and you were observing the team, what do you think in the last 2 league games where you couldn't get over the line in terms of getting victories went wrong? What would you stand here and say you guys need to do and get right against AmaZulu going forward?
I feel like we, as a team, we progressing the ball really well, but the final third is where we lack in the final pass. I think it's evident for everyone to see that our final pass have been a problem, but I think we're working on those things. It's a process for us. Obviously, we know how to progress the ball forward. We know how to get there in that space, but it's obviously just how we and we know our movements. We know how to move. I think you can see it. It's evident there, but it's just the final pass and the finishing. But I feel like we're getting in that space where we can feel that it will happen for us, and we will start scoring more goals than we are already scoring.
Dillan, just how crucial is it for Kaizer Chiefs to get the 3 points against AmaZulu on Wednesday, considering the fact that you guys are within the chasing pack in the Betway Premiership, but also you guys are also about to get into international break?
Yeah, look, we want to go into the international break on a good note, in the league. So for us, it's very important to get those 3 points. We want to keep the momentum going. It went down a bit, but not too much. So we want to lift it up again and get the 3 points and just keep chasing. people always ask me, or people always tell me that we need to win the league, but for us it's just one game at a time. We need to just keep picking up points, it's very important so that when we come into after the international break, we can say that this is how we're going to look at things. We can't keep setting our sights on the bigger picture. We have to keep it in the present moment and just keep focusing on each game as it comes. We can't focus on the stretch. We just have to look at what's in front of us this year and focus on that. So AmaZulu is in our sights. We know what we need to do. 3 points is very important for us, and it's at home. So we just got to keep picking up those points at home.
Last one.
Yes.
Akarana.
Yes, Ash, just 2 quick questions. AmaZulu is one of the most improved sides this season. Just looking at their attack, also just to ignore their last loss against TS Galaxy last week. So how important is to not saying be having a cautious approach? I think as much as you need to win, because when you see last week you were in a good winning position and you ended up dropping the points. How important is that? And I'm not sure how much you know of your other opponents, in fact, players who play in your position at other clubs. AmaZulu have got Moskona Hadele as well. Have you watched him, and what do you think of him?
Yeah, look, you know what happened in the last league game. You were in a winning position and we let it slip out of our fingers. But for us, it's about the process. We're getting in those positions, and it really happens for us where we lead and we throw it away. But for us, it's always about just focusing on the positives at the moment. We go into this AmaZulu game with our mindset straight. We need to show what we can do and obviously get the 3 points. It's not going to be easy. AmaZulu is going to come here and try and win, give us the battle of our life. But we know what we need to do. We know we're up against. And yeah, look, for me, I'm always someone that watches the games. I know Radebe really well. Played against him a few times when he was a winger, and now he's transitioning into a wing back type of right back player. And I think that's what the coach of AmaZulu really does. He focuses on talents and he grooms them. He shows them a different way to see the game, and I think with that he improved really well. He's improved in that position really well. So yeah, looking forward to the game on Saturday, and hopefully we can get the win.